and welcome to CSL Kauai. As last week, I am just thrilled that each one of you have chosen to be here and to be part of this amazing community. First thing I want you to do is look around. Clean jalousies, clean screens, clean floor, clean kitchen. Thank you. And I'm going to quickly read the names of those who showed up yesterday, as soon as I put my glasses on. Reverend Diane Decker, Sue Buckley, Melissa Mojo, Stream Bakanoff, me, Jack Smith, Jeanette Blum, and Anna Strom, Anna Leah Russell, Ron Stover, Bob Lair, and Ann Darlington, Judith White, and Angela Phillips. And I was here, and they worked hard. Yes. Thank you. Every screen was taken down and taken outside and washed, and wahoo, a good spring cleanup, and thank you. So again, I want to welcome you. You are at CSL Kauai and the Institute of Magnificent. Our vision statement, and I'm just going to read it to you this time, not make you say it with me. Awakening humanity to its magnificence by walking the bridge from duality to unity. And that indeed is what our goal is here. So I have another question for you. Why are you here? There's an old saying, he who aims at nothing, hits it. So what is your intention this morning? Why are you here? Let's take just a brief moment and think about that. Why did we come here this morning? And it's going to be different for every single one of us. But let's just take about 10 seconds and do that. So as we come here into this amazing place, our intentions are beauty and truth and kindness and love and joy and abundance and fulfillment. That's the intention that I choose to have in this service with these amazing people. And we just set that intention that this service is absolutely amazing, absolutely filled with happiness and smiles, and all the cares, all the troubles are just gone because we're here and we're supporting each other with the power of the divine within us. And so I just say, and so it is. So we have two amazing people behind me, Jeremy and Amy, and we've seen them for so long because they've been with us from the very beginning when Rita and Patrick first came to this island. But what do they do when they're not here on our stage? So I asked them, will they sing and perform all over the island? And if you would be interested in some of their music or seeing them, you can go to Soul, S-O-U-L, goodfamily.com and get a list of where they might be, and you could enjoy their music outside of this wonderful stage. Thank you.
Good morning. Aloha, everybody. How's everybody feeling? There's a reason for the sunshiny sky. There's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit night with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights. There's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you deep into space and lay you under. It's love and embrace and feel the thunder. As it warms your face, you can't hold back. So let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. Thank you.
Well, one of my intentions has already been met. That great joy to my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now this you're going to say with me, so prepare yourselves. We have a new theme this month, and that theme is awake. Wake up, awake. So here is our new affirmation. I'm going to read it to you. Think about it as I do. Today is new. Thank you. No, that's not in there. And I am newly awakened to it, in it. Say that again with, today is new, and I am newly awakened in it. Perfect. One more time. Today is new, and I am newly awakened in it. Yeah, I'm glad it's not yesterday. And I had a great yesterday. But I am really looking forward to my today and my tomorrow, because this is a life I choose that's amazing. So now I need to tell you, what is science of mind? Okay, we hear it every Sunday, every Sunday, every Sunday, every Sunday. So I, of course, being the creative, that's a joke, person that I am, Googled it. What is science of mind? It's a book by Ernest Holmes, written in 1926. That's true. It's proposing a new relationship between humans and God. That's what Wikipedia says. But is that relationship new? Have we always known, have all of our ancient civilizations and religions and groups always known that we are one with the divine, that we are one with the Creator? So did he say something new according to Wikipedia, or did he just put it into a book that we can read it and maybe understand it just a little easier, just a little bit better? It also said, not from Wikipedia, but it's a belief that all life is sacred. Everyone, everything on this planet is sacred. And this is the big surprise. Our thoughts create the life that we get. Our beliefs, our thoughts. That's the amazing thing about this philosophy, is we're not out there just life happening to us. We can set the direction of our life through our beliefs, through our thinking, and we can change that through our meditations, through our spiritual practices. And for me, some of those old beliefs have taken a while to let go. But thank God for this philosophy, because they're going. They're going, and someday, gone. Yeah. So, I can't read the rest of what I wrote here, so we'll pass on that one. So, how many of you here have never been in this service, in this auditorium, with this group of people before? Oh, I see it. Well, we have a secret, and we want to tell you. Are you ready? You are magnificent. And we truly believe that, because we know that's true about ourselves. Say it with me. Put your hand on your heart. I am magnificent. And all those people watching online, aloha, you are magnificent. Now look again into somebody's eyes real close to you and tell them how magnificent they are. Oh, they aren't even there. So while we're in that beautiful space of loving each other, I want to say a special welcome. We have some guests that have been a valuable part of this center for many years, and they're back here visiting with us. We have Dawn Kona Dawn, and Reverend Peggy Price. Will you stand? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad to see you and have you back. So now I'd like to call up Reverend Diane, who, by the way, gave a magnificent talk last Sunday. And let's give her some appreciation as she does the blessing of the land for us.
As we invite the choir up behind to support me in the blessing of the land, I'm going to allow you to start, and then I'm going to come in. How's that? Okay? So you do what you do, and then I'll just come in with the blessing.
So I'm going to help you guys sing with the choir today. And first thing I want to do is say the words so that you can take them into your heart. I breathe with this land.
I breathe with this land.
I breathe with the ancient ones who walk here. I sing with this land.
I sing with this land.
I sing with the ancient ones that walk here.
I sing with the ancient ones that walk here.
I breathe.
I breathe.
I sing here.
I sing here.
So the choir is going to start it out. Join in whenever you feel comfortable, and I'll be helping you. So feel free to express yourself and take this into your heart as a blessing. E flat.
I breathe with this land. I breathe with the ancient ones who walked here. I sing with this land. I sing with the ancient ones who walk here. I breathe with this land. I breathe with the ancient ones who walk here. I sing with this land. I sing with the ancient ones who walk here. I breathe. I sing. I breathe this land. I breathe with the ancient ones who walk here. I sing with this land. I sing with the ancient ones who walk here. I breathe with this land.
As we breathe,
I breathe with the ancient ones who walk here.
as we sing,
I sing with this land. I sing with the ancient ones who walk here. I breathe. I sing. I breathe with this land. I breathe with the ancient ones who walk. I sing with this land. I sing with the ancient ones who walk here. I breathe. I sing here. I breathe. I sing.
Thank you, choir, for coming this morning and blessing us again. So now I have a really great privilege. We have a speaker that we haven't heard much from on this platform before, Charles Woolfork. Yeah. He's been a member of this center for 7 years. He was at one time on our board of directors, and now he's the producer of our live stream every Sunday. He's on his path to becoming a practitioner, and he's going to speak to us a little bit about some tips on what can help us to manifest the life that we really, really want. So I introduce to you Charles Woolfork.
All right. I'm not going to use the stage or anything. What's up, y'all? All right. So there are 2 things that I learned during my tenure here at the Center for Spiritual Living. Number 1, first thing I learned, all right, it was just very important for me, do not call the congregation geriatric, all right? I've never had so many AARP members chasing after me at the same time. The second thing that I learned was that I am God. And so are you. And so are you. Now, over the years, I've seen so many people cringe at that, just the thought that I am God. Right? And a lot of people can't even say it, right? Much less think it. So we're going to use a synonym for God. There's so many synonyms: divine, infinite intelligence, all right, Allah, all these different synonyms. My favorite, the creator, right? Because we're all creators. We're all creators, especially creators of our thoughts, like Sue was talking about. And the tip, the hint, that I was going to give you all, or I am going to give you all for today as far as our thoughts, is to just be very, very careful about the source of our thoughts. We have to be vanguards of the source of our thoughts, because there's so many different things that affect our thoughts. I mean, there's limiting beliefs. Oh, I don't deserve this. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy of fill in the blank, right? And then there's negative emotions, anger, sadness, fear, and all these things that have been just programmed into us throughout our life with our experiences and our environment. And then there's, of course, media, family, friends, all these different things. But the one source of our thoughts that's the most important, that we have to be very, very diligent about having, is making sure that the source of our thoughts is source. The source of our thoughts being source. That energy of love. If we are creators, the creator that created all of this from the frequency of love, then we have that ability within us as well. And man, it is so important to have that. And I just think about all the different things that influence us. I wear many different hats, NLP practitioner and this and that and the other. My favorite, though, I love being a teacher. I love the classroom. I love being a middle school teacher with all my heart and soul, and I still substitute teach to this day. And the kids, I can tell that the kids, they don't be around black people at all, okay? I don't know if you guys knew that, but I am black, all right? Cat's out of the bag. And the kids ask me the craziest questions when it comes to stereotypical black people. Hey, I'm Mr. W on the island. Hey, Mr. W, are you a basketball player? Hey, Mr. W, did you play football? And of course, I tease them like, basketball, football, no. I played chess and Dungeons and Dragons. I really did play football, if you can't tell. And one kid, he even asked me, the most stereotypical thing, Mr. W, have you ever shot somebody? No. Have you? So all these, like those stereotypes, those things that influence his thoughts about me and who he thinks I am, have definitely been influenced probably by rap songs or some movie out there. Just like how I thought, I used to watch Goodfellas, so I thought all the Italians were in the mob, you know what I mean? We have to be so careful about that. We have to be careful about where our thoughts come from, right? And have them be from a place of love, of a place of wonder, of a place of creation. How can we create a great moment from moment to moment? Because we have that ability. And we have the ability to have limitless potential. We have limitless potential. We have so many different possibilities that we have, from wealth to health to friends, and most importantly, of love. That's what we emanate. We emanate it. I mean, if you don't know, then, either one, look at a baby and you just go, aw, for most people, aw. Or you look at a puppy or a kitten and that love just goes towards that little thing. Unless you have allergies, and then you're like, get that thing away from me. And that's the thing, there's so many different sources that can affect your thoughts. One of, the most inspiring thing that I've heard lately is about a guy named James Kraft. Anybody this is a rhetorical question, I'm sure. American cheese, everybody knows about American cheese, right? American cheese? So back in the late 1800s, cheese was just this thing that had been made for thousands of years, and people only knew one way to make cheese, right? And you would get it in a block, but there was no refrigerators back in the 1800s. So you would get cheese and it would just be out and about. You couldn't store, even if you stored it, it was gonna get moldy. And James Kraft had the audacity to say, you know what? There's a different way that we can make cheese. And I was and everybody was like, you're crazy, you're nuts. I mean, you're out of your mind. How can you, cheese has only been made one way throughout time. How can you do this? And he was like, watch me. Everybody called him crazy, and he spent every single dollar that he had for 3 years. 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. And just guess how, there's so many, the fear of failure probably came into play. The fear of the unknown probably came into play. The fear of judgment. Everybody looking at him like, you are wasting your time. And then experiment after experiment, failure after failure. But he had a different source for his thoughts. The limitless potential that he had. The possibility that he had, that there was a different way, a better way. I wouldn't say better, a different way, right? And what do you know? 3 years later, thousands of dollars later, what do you have? American cheese, pasteurized cheese. He cracked the code. And then boom, he ended up getting a contract with the United States government during World War II, and he fed our soldiers over in Europe because you could actually package the cheese and take it over there. And now everybody has tasted some Kraft macaroni and cheese. You know what I mean? Everybody's taking the singles off. I mean, even, I hate the singles sometimes. When you pulling the plastic off, you got the little corner that, anyway. Yeah. Yo, like the limitless, yes. The limitless potential that we all have. The possibilities that we all have. And we create everything within our universe. You are a creator. You are the creator of the universe. You know, I have such a great mother. She was the vanguard of my of my thoughts before I was even born. All right, just a little tip for you guys. I'm gonna have what does Patrick say, a vulnerability hangover later? So, my mom fell in love with this guy back in the 1980s. My mom's a black lady, he's a white guy, right? They get married, and what do you know? My grandmother is a racist. So she can't stand my mom. Oh, she does all types of mean things, says all types of mean things to her. And like, she does things day after day, time after time. They went as far as moving all the way to New York City, over to Manhattan, just to get away from her, you know, so they can be as far away from her and he can still do what he loves to do, you know, with her living in Cincinnati, Ohio. With my grandmother living in Cincinnati, Ohio. The last straw, though, they're home, Thanksgiving dinner, and they all have their places. They all have their places around the table. Little, name cards and everything. My father's sitting here, and my mother's sitting all the way at the end of the table. And there's a name, an unknown name, by my father's chair. My grandmother invited a white lady to the dinner and told nobody. So during the dinner, the lady comes over and she's flirting with my dad, and he didn't speak up for himself. He didn't speak up for himself. He didn't speak up for my mom. And that was the last straw. And she went ahead and she left him, and she promised herself that she would never be in my life, because she never wanted me to think that I was inferior or I was less than. She was a vanguard. She made sure, even back then, she even knew that she wanted the source of my thoughts to be source, to be love. And that right there was the most important thing that she ever did for me. And it's just so relevant. It's so relevant. We all have these things within our mind. The only limits that we have are the limits that we put on ourselves. The limits that we put on ourselves. We can do so much. I mean, I've seen people, heal themselves of cancer. Dr. Joe Dispenza, this guy, he got hit by a car and broke a bunch of vertebrae in his back. And you know what the doctors told him? You're done. You're never gonna walk again. You'll need surgery. And Dr. Joe Dispenza had the audacity to say, no, I'm not getting the surgery. I'm cool on that. I'll do just fine on my own. And he healed his back through, I'm sure, some very rigorous times, through the power of his thoughts, to where months later, he walked out of the hospital. After they said he'll never walk again, he walked out of the hospital. And then, months or weeks later, he was starting to train for a competitive race. Like, if he can do it, what's the difference between all of us? Like, we have to have that audacity. We have to have that confidence. Ain't no we thing. I don't know. I have to have that confidence. You have the ability to have that confidence. I mean, I take for granted, even, for example, Hershey chocolate, right? Hershey chocolate, I take it for granted. I ain't never even think about the history of that. Hershey, this guy named Milton Hershey, He went over to Pennsylvania and bought a bunch of land. And he was like, man, there's this thing over in France, it's called chocolate, and I'm gonna bring it to America. They're like, and he was like, man, it's gonna be huge, yo, it's gonna be huge. So it's gonna be a big operation. I'm gonna need a factory, I'm gonna build a town around this factory, but there was only one thing that was wrong. He didn't have the recipe for the chocolate yet. What audacity. He didn't have the recipe for chocolate, but he knew that it was possible. He knew that he could crack the code and he could change the world by making chocolate more accessible for everybody and giving millions of people cavities all over the world. Oh my goodness, yes, the hips and thighs too. Tell me about it. My goodness, I'm definitely got a bit of chocolate in my, well, I am chocolate, but that's enough for now. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there, that belief, the source of our thoughts being source. One of the most astounding things that I also saw was from my girlfriend, Brianne Light, right? When we first got together, all right? Back in 2019, she had this jewelry store over in Coconut Marketplace, and things were going well, and all of a sudden, boom, 2020 happens, shut down, right? Close the doors, everybody stay at the house. And businesses were closing left and right, right? I hope whoever the ambulance is going to right now, I hope they're gonna be okay. I know they're gonna be okay. I know they're gonna be okay because they got some healing hands. As I digress, 2020, doors shut, businesses shutting down. And this lady had the courage to say, you know what? I think I need to expand. I said, what the heck are you talking about, girl? Expand? How are you gonna do that? It's like, I need a different location. I need a different location. And businesses closing, and there was a space that opened up in one of the most prime locations on Kauai, Old Kaloa Town. Anybody been to Old Kaloa Town lately? Old Kaloa Town's changed a lot. Old Kaloa Town has changed a lot. There's a Kaloa Village now. It looks completely different. And there was a space that opened up. And instead of her worrying about, oh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or this, that, and the other, she said, if people see my product, then they're gonna love it. And in 2020, she signed a contract to go into a new space. And it was the craziest thing ever. And we didn't know when things were gonna open back up, for that matter. We were all walking around like surgeons with masks and everything, you know. I remember going into the grocery store and taking one of the wipes and wiping down like cereal boxes and jars of jelly and stuff. We didn't know, but she knew. She knew. She said, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And she opened up that store, and in March of 2021, everybody was let out of the house. Well, not let out of the house. Everybody was allowed to travel now, especially to Kauai, without, staying in their hotel for like a week. And she opened up, and the business boomed. It boomed. And now 3 years later, we run a successful jewelry store over there that people love every single year. People come back. Every single year, people come back just to get the experience of coming into her jewelry store. Like, man, what bravery, it's just, it gives me chicken skin. We have that. Remember who you are. Remember what you are. You are the creator. You are the creator of your universe. You are the creator of every single amazing moment that you can have, moment by moment by moment. And don't let anything, any outside source, and inside source for that matter, don't let anything tell you that you can't, or you don't deserve, or you're not worthy, because it's all nonsense, total nonsense. Oh, well, unless you're trying to defy gravity, then you know what I mean? But don't let anything tell you that you can't. We are all creators. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go out there and let's create. Thank you.
Stage. I want to again thank you, Charles. Absolutely excellent. Thank you. Thank you. I asked you this last week. Aren't we blessed? Yeah. Yeah. So we have a song by Jeremy and Amy.
Yes, we do.
All right.
Let's give a big hand for Charles, Mr. W. I know, and yes, our children were very blessed to have Mr. W as their teacher, both of them in middle school. And they still talk about you. Really made a very positive impact on their lives. So thank you. All right, this is Creation Song by Mary Isis.
Oh, Mani Padme Hum. 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 All nature is a hum with the vibration of the one, with the power of the moon and sun. We rejoice in the night, journey through the darkest night, breathing in deep, giving thanks for this life. I surrender and let go. I cannot control this life and how it flows. I just nurture how it grows. I am witness to a miracle, waken to the beautiful presence of the spiritual, be rooted in the physical. Like a tree I stand and I breathe, and my day will come to leave this body, this form, this face that you see. As a star I will shine through time to all that I need, till the day when I fade back into the cosmic sea. Forever, 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 the sound will carry on, the sound of creation. Forever, 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 we will shine in the light, all together, all together. Oh, Mani Padme Hum. 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 Oh.
So as our Malama team come up, let's take a moment and give you a moment to prepare your gifts and your giving to the spiritual center. Woo-hoo. So we have an affirmation, if you'd like to say that with me. Divine love consecrates my gift.
Consecrates my gift.
It goes forth to heal, to prosper, and bless all that it touches.
Prosper and bless all that it touches.
I give freely today for Center to Spiritual Living Kauai, knowing that it returns to me abundantly.
I give freely today, Center for Spiritual Living Kauai,
Knowing it returns to me abundantly. Thank you. Yep, Jeremy and Amy, all right.
We know Charles loves this one, so.
Abundance, we live in life in this abundance. So much good love in abundance. Sweet sensations of a new day rise in abundance. I feel myself in this abundance. Giving thanks for this abundance. Calling in the blessings of a new day rise in abundance. So much good love in abundance.
Sweet sensations
Oh,
of abundance.
Calling in the blessings of a new day rise in abundance. I feel myself in this abundance. So much good love in abundance. Calling in the blessings of a new day rising abundance. Feel myself in this abundance. So much good love in abundance. Calling in the blessings of a new day rising.
Thank you, Malama team. And so I just bless this offering, knowing that it goes forth to keep this philosophy, keep this center, keep this amazing life bright, fresh, new, and progressively going forward. Thank you in gratitude and just mahalo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
So it is.
All right. Do we have children today? Yes, no, maybe? Yes? All right. Oh, well, let's give them a second here. Okay. All right, so while we're waiting for our children, I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm going to give some thank yous, because I love to say thank you, because it's not just one or two or 20 people, it's all of us that make this center possible. Charles, our amazing speaker for the day, thank you. Anna Myers and Maureen Murphy, our Malama team. And Maureen Murphy and Peggy Jari, who are our stewards for collection, counting. Two of our favorite people, Ron Stover and Jack Smith, and Kiana for our wonderful hospitality that we have every Sunday. Thank you, Jonathan Lee, for our soundtrack. And Ariane and Kieran McDonald for our video support. Good job, guys. And we have Rachel and Danny, who are with our children. And if they'd like to come on up as I finish this.
And give some love to Sue Wood, you guys, for giving us our beautiful service, keeping it flowing. I will
And
be
we have
gentle
our
with
beautiful
myself.
musicians.
I will love myself. I am a child of the
Jeremy and Amy
universe.
for our music, and Angela for our beautiful administrative work. Oh, look at these handsome children. All right. Do one of you want to speak? Tell us what you did today.
Well, we had the kids color a little today, and they were playing ball as well on the grass. And maybe they can tell you what they did. I don't know. You want to say anything?
About conquest.
Where are the conquests? Look.
Show everybody.
And you love kumquats, right? You
I
love to
love
eat them.
kumquats.
Kumquats.
And I didn't mention Hildegard. Thank you for faithfully showing up every Sunday with these beautiful children. Thank you. So we have a blessing. Are you ready to give the children their blessing? You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent. And we love you. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
I will be
Thank
gentle
you.
with
Thank you.
myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. And thanks to Janice for donating the kumquat starts. Was it?
Thank you. Okay, so I have two things. One, I'm going to ask you again this week to let's be respectful of finishing the announcements, letting the singers finish their song before we get up and rush out. I appreciate that. You did that last week very beautifully, and I appreciate that. So here's some announcements for you today. Right after service, the men's group and the women's group, led by Reverend Diane and Charles Woolfork, will meet outside. Reverend Diane, your class is Thursday at what time? 6 to 8 p.m. So if you're part of that class, and can we still have people join? Okay. You can still join that class by signing up in the back, but you'll need to read part 1 of the book. So, open mic. How many of you ever been to Radical Compassion? Yes, by Tara Brock. Yes. Thank you, Diane. Wasn't here for me to read. So we do have open mic. There are flyers right here. Second Tuesday of every month. If you've never come to open mic, I just come as the audience, and I'm a very good audience member. But there are those up here that sing or tell stories or recite or play the drums. There's just amazing talent, and it's open to the public. So if you'd like to come, it's Tuesday, April 16th, that's like next week, from 6:30 to 7:30. I'm sorry, you're right, April 9th. I'm looking down one more. April 16th, so put this on your calendar too, is the Labyrinth Walk, and Melissa Mojo will be leading the Labyrinth Walk from 6:30 to 7. Open mic is 6:30 to 8:30. Got that? Okay, thanks. Next Sunday, well, let's see, on the 21st, will be Rap with the Revs with Walt, Reverend Dr. Walt, and Reverend Diane on Sunday. Spiritual Cinema, Friday, April 26th, and it's the life of Yogananda called Awake. That's apropos, isn't it? The Cosmic Connection Hour, Tuesday, April the 30th at 6:30, will be a special meditation with Rita and using Joe Dispenza's meditation practice. And Barbara Davis, our choir director, thank you, Barbara, for your work with all of us, really wants to remind you that she would love to have a children's choir. So if we have children, or you know of a child who would like to sing in with us, or learn to sing in a choir, the first and third Sundays from 3 to 4 is choir practice. So let's see, any other? I did that. Okay. I think we can call it a day. And again, thank you, Charles. Thank you to the choir. Thank you for the Malama team. Thank you for each one of you being here. We're going to just do a little thank you prayer, and then you're free to go. So with great love, with great joy, with great happiness, I say thank you for this amazing service, for every person who attended, for every person that participated. I just say thank you. Thank you for Center for Spiritual Living Kauai and the Institute of Magnificence. And so we go in joy and happiness and thinking thoughts of the highest divine. And so it is.
And so it is. Here's an original Soul Good family tune. This one's called Straighten Up.
Straighten up. You can stand on up. You can move around so you can hear the sound. 'Cause if you play, I'll play with you. And if you dance, well, you know I'll rock with you. 'Cause every day, the sunrise, thanks and praise, yours and mine. Thanks and praise, yours and mine.
Straighten up, firm it up, from the mountain to the sea, in the place where the fruit is just dripping from the trees, giving thanks from the sunrise to the sunset, living it so good we ain't seen nothing yet. One love, one heart, one song, stand up, try firm, wise up, be strong, get along, straighten up, firm it up on the ground, can hear the sound. If you play, then I will play, if you dance, we'll rock this town.
This is a spot where things they get hot. 3 o'clock a roadblock is in effect, just don't stop. Mash it up a dreadlock, blaze it up Kanaka. CSL Kauai, love the reggae non-stop. Mahalo, everybody. Have a beautiful day.
Straighten up, firm it up, on the ground, hear the sound.
Stay well, everybody. Aloha.